A live look at conditions right now on I-80. This is at Kingvale. The snow is coming down, and right now chains are required on I-80, starting here at Kingvale and up to Hirschdale Road in Truckee. On Highway 50, chains are required from Twin Bridges to Myers.
All right, we have live team coverage put together for you tonight on the weather. Andres Valle standing by with conditions in Kingvale. Going to start, though, with meteorologist Heather Waldman.
Yeah, and the snow and the rain, it's needed. I think a lot of people got used to driving on dry roads just based on how messy things were earlier this afternoon. Snow is still going steadily. It's going to stay that way through tonight. There are parts of the valley that have been dry for a little bit, but we're going to continue to see those hit and miss showers through the day tomorrow. So let's go from north to south here in the mountains. Got the traffic layer turned on. No issues there along Highway 70 from Portola headed eastbound or westbound, but you can see the slower traffic up and over Donner Summit. That's where the chain control checkpoints are. Relatively easy going along 89 along the Tahoe shoreline. It's cold enough to see snow at lake level, but it's not piling up all that quickly. You go over the summits, that's where the snow is sticking to the roads more easily. There's 50, there's 88, no major slowdowns there, but the road is slick up and over the summits. Here's a look at 24-hour rainfall totals. They're slowly ticking up, and keep in mind, these are just the major airport sites. There are some communities away from Sacramento's Executive Airport or Stockton's Airport that have seen close to a quarter of an inch of rain on the east side of the valley, but we got time for those numbers to keep going up. Overnight, more showers come through the valley, and they'll pick up again tomorrow afternoon just with that daytime heating. There could be a few rumbles of thunder in the mix, too. If you're going to be traveling in the mountains between now and tomorrow night, expect the chain controls, expect the delays. We'll talk more about the extended forecast in a bit.
Heather, thank you. Let's check in with KCRA 3's Andres Valle, who's out in it, live in the Sierra, tracking those conditions.
He's in Kingvale, so okay, Andres, it was snowing on you earlier, not so much right now.
You know, not so much right now, but even 10 minutes ago, we were getting some pretty big snowflakes. Now we're seeing more bit of a drizzle, at times a couple flakes, but this is also where Caltrans crews are currently checking people to see if they have chains. Of course, chain controls are in effect. You can see some of these plows going through the off-ramp here at Kingvale, where at the Shell gas station, where, again, a lot of these Caltrans crews are checking these trucks, any vehicles trying to get over the summit into Truckee to see if they have chains. But let's show you video from earlier tonight too, because the conditions were changing really a whole lot throughout the evening. So this is video we captured right at Soda Springs, right near about 6 p.m. this evening when the rain transitioned to snow. Elevation up there is about 6,700 feet, but it slowly started to accumulate on the ground. But just about 5 minutes down the hill, like here in Kingvale, where elevation is about 6,100 feet, it was mainly rain up until about 8:30. But as we were out here live, of course, it switched from snow to rain, back to rain. But this is also where Caltrans crews have been checking for chains throughout the night. We caught up with some drivers who are welcoming the winter weather, but also have some advice for those traveling in and out of the Sierra.
I am excited because there's been some rocks showing on the ski hill, and I don't like skiing over rocks with my new skis.
Please slow down. Speed will get you in the ditch every time. Be ready. Keep warm. Bring food. You may not be able to move if somebody spins out in front of you.
I would say to come up and enjoy it, but leave early so that you have plenty of time, because sometimes it gets pretty crowded when there's new snow. People really get excited about that. And make sure to bring clothes. You may have to put on chains. Make sure you have chains that are required, even if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle.
And yeah, bring those chains in case you want to come up here to the ski resorts. As a snowboarder, I'm very excited about this weather change. But hey, if you are planning to come in and out of the Sierra, again, chain controls are in effect, and these Caltrans crews have been treating those roadways. We saw a couple of them passing by during that live shot just now, but they'll be doing that throughout the rest of the night. Just remember, the speed limit is reduced when chains are in effect, so that's something to keep in mind. But for now, we're live here in Kingvale. I'm Andres Valle, KCRA 3 News.
Thanks for that look up there, Andres. Appreciate it. Well, you can stay on top of the weather by downloading the KCRA 3 app. Go to our weather section and access interactive radar, and you can set up alerts for severe weather.